Hi, welcome to Reading Together Day. This is a very exciting day. It's all about reading together, families and friends and schools and everyone reading together, because sharing stories is the best and reading together is the best. So we're going to have a bit of a party here today at Book Trust. I'm Emily, by the way. There is so much going on today. I want to quickly tell you to look at www.booktrust.org.uk/home time, and you'll be able to find about all the things going on today, and look at social media, adults, #reading together. But now I want to show you our 3 amazing storytelling guests, and I'm going to bring them on now. Here's Ed. Here's
Hi.
Hi. I am so excited to have you all here today to read together and hear your amazing stories. Ken, we've got Ken here in his yellow top. Hello, Ken. Ken has written over 70 books, which is pretty impressive. Very, very impressive. I'm very excited to hear Ken's story. He's going to read us 2. We have Chitra Soundar here. She's written over 50 books.
Wow.
She's going to be telling reading her new book out, and she's got a little friend with her that she is going to be introducing as well. And then we have Ed Vere, who is Book Trust's illustrator in residence at the moment. He's read over 500 books, I've heard. He's quite a few as well. So we're going to start off with Ken, and I'm just going to sit down. I'm going to snuggle up. I've got my blanket here. I'm just going to listen to what Ken's going to tell me. So we'll say goodbye to Ed and Chitra for now, and me, and let's listen to Ken.
Okay, hello everybody, and this book is called The Drum, and that's the one I'm going to be reading. And then if there's time, I'm going to read The Flute. These books are about music. They don't show you how to play music, but they're about music, which means the drum. If I think of the drum, it's the first sound I heard when I was in my mommy's tummy. I was listening to her heartbeat. That was the sound of it, and that is how a drum works. And everything you look at has got a rhythm, and it's got a beat, and it's got a time, from clocks to your heartbeat to the way the train runs over the tracks. And so I thought wouldn't it be fun to make a book that talks about the drum and what it means. So here we go. It's illustrated by the wonderful Katel Ronka. She's from Switzerland, and she is just amazing, actually. So here we go. The Drum. And the drum, if you notice, is set in a part of Africa, let's say West Africa, where everybody likes to wear colorful clothes, as you can see. Okay, and here we go. Oh, I must say to you, if you want to join in, I'll leave a space after I read so you can repeat exactly what's going on. Okay, so ready? Let's go. Get the beat going. This is the drum. This is the beat. Clap your hands. Stomp your feet. Here we go. Move your shoulders from side to side. Come on, move those shoulders. And shake your hips to the beat. Shake them. Shake them. Feel the beat in your belly. Ooh. It's not that you're hungry, just feel the beat and feel the drum in your heart. Let's go it. Let's go it. Shake your body. Come on. Shake your body and dance. You need to dance now. The drum is life. And the last thing you're going to do is take a tabletop or the book or a book or something and play your drum. Okay, so that's the first book I wanted to read to you. Very quick. Your parents can read that book with you over and over again. They'll love that. Just keep going, okay? Now that you're all ready for action, I'm going to give you something which calms you down so you can get ready for Chitra, who's coming next. And this one is called The Flute. And the flute, unlike the drum, is set somewhere in Eastern Europe. Okay, and it's summertime or springtime when the flowers are coming out and things are very, very colorful. It's also illustrated by Katel Ronka, and I thought I'd wear a yellow t-shirt just like the end papers today. Okay, so there we go, the flute. Here we go. And here we go. This is the flute. It sounds like color. It sounds like yellow, easy and mellow. Or like the bright sun. Do you know what the sun sounds like? It whispers sweet secrets. There we go. Then blows like the cold gray wind. It's a bright pink scream. And a lilac sigh. Floating like a butterfly. The flute is poetry. Go on. Play your flute or whistle. And that is 2 stories from me, one called The Drum and one called The Flute. And these make up a series called Children, Music and Life, where we just explain what these things mean to children. Thank you very much.
Ken, I've been dancing, I've been playing my flute. Sadly, no one can see me, but I've been joining in. I've been playing the drum. I love your books, and I love the way you read out loud. That was just heaven for me. Heaven.
Thank you very much.
Ken at the end, so don't worry, we're going to see him again right at the end. Thank you, Ken. And now we're going to do Evan.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I've been banging my table as well. I move my shoulders. I dance.
We've been watching backstage, haven't we?
You? What? Yes.
So now we've got Ed. You're going to read it's one of my favourite books ever, and it
is a book about a very large fellow called Mr. Big. I wrote this book a few years ago, and I always love reading it, so I hope you're going to enjoy it. Now then, Mr. Big, written and illustrated by me, Ed Vere. Let me tell you a story about a friend of mine. He goes by the name of Big, Mr. Big. Now, Mr. Big had a small problem. Compared to everyone else, he was extremely, can you guess? Big. He was so big that anywhere he went, all everyone saw was someone big and scary. Can you see him on the bench? Does he look happy? Look at everybody else. Squirrel's hiding, bird is flying away, and fox is skateboarding out of the picture. No one stuck around to find out who he really was. So inside, Mr. Big felt very, very small. And that's how it always was. When Mr. Big went to the cafe, everyone had other things to do. This small detective is leaving the scene, as is the sheep, and I don't know who this is. Does Mr. Big look happy? When Mr. Big got on the bus, everybody else got off. Hey, you're squashing me. This driver is not looking where he's going. Is that a good idea? And when he went to the pool, well, let's just say everyone needed to be somewhere else. No one ever saw the real Mr. Big. One day, Mr. Big noticed a piano in a shop window. It looked all alone, just like him. So he bought it and took it home. How many of you can pick up a piano on your back? Do you think you'll be able to take it upstairs? Whenever I go into schools, I always ask that question. And there's always about half the classroom who says, yes, I could. I'm never quite sure if I believe them. As Mr. Big sat alone at the piano, he thought of all the things that made him sad. Can you remember some of the places where Mr. Big was sad? There was the park where he was sitting on the bench. There was a cafe. There was a bus. And what was the other one? Oh yes, the swimming pool. So he thought of all the things that made him sad. And then he closed his eyes and he played. Can you imagine piano music? His music drifted out through the open window and into the evening sky. It drifted across the rooftops and over to his neighbors. Hey man, that cat can play. And they wondered who was playing such beautiful music. Can you see Mr. Big? He's just there, playing his piano. The word spread, and night after night, everyone came from all over town. And still, no one knew who was playing. It was a big mystery. Now then, can you see where Mr. Big is in this picture? If I hold it close. Is that Mr. Big? No, that's King Kong. Is that Mr. Big? No. There we go. You can tell that's Mr. Big because here are all the musical notes. All this beautiful piano music. And all of these people dancing like we all were to Ken's book. But inside, Mr. Big was still alone. And then, one morning, Mr. Big received his first ever letter. Here it is. It says, "The pianist." Can you see he's left his breakfast on the floor? Do any of you do that? It was an invitation. And it said, can you read along with me? "Dear mystery pianist, thank you for your beautiful music. Everyone's been listening to you for weeks. And we're all wondering one thing. Who are you? We'd love to meet you. Me and a couple of the guys are playing tonight at the Blue Note. Please come and join our band. See you later, a friend." Now then, I wonder if anyone can guess who's written that letter. Somebody we met at the start of the book. And look how big Mr. Big's hands are. That's my thumb. Look at the size of his thumb. He's huge. Who wrote that letter? Oh, somebody looks a bit more cheerful. That night, Mr. Big joined the band. All night long, the joint was jumping and nobody wanted to leave. At last, everyone could see the real Mr. Big. This is who wrote the letter, Mr. Big's friend. "Let's hear it for Mr. Big," he's saying. And can you at home, can you read all of these? That says, Go, baby, go. This is what you say in a jazz club. It's very important. Groovy, man. Hot, man. Yeah, baby. Jazz. He's cooking, daddy-o. That's all, folks. But there's a little bit more. Now that the big band has hit the big time and everyone wants to meet them, Mr. Big has a new problem. He doesn't get much time to be alone. And that's just the way he likes it. And here are some of his new friends. Can you see the detective rat that we saw earlier? And the fox, and the cat who was in the swimming pool, and I believe this is the dog who was driving the bus. And here is Mr. Big and the band driving their pink Cadillac, and they're going on a world tour. So that is the story of Mr. Big. And I believe, maybe Emily can tell me in the background. Now, Emily,
Yes.
that was a book for everyone and for you, because I believe you quite enjoy Mr.
I
Big.
love that book.
Is there time for another story?
Listen, what I think we'll do is we'll bring Chitra on to read her story, and then if we have time at the end,
Perfect.
we might bring you back for an encore.
Wonderful. Okay, well, thanks, everyone. See you later.
Thank you so much, Ed. What a brilliant story. Okay, let's bring Chitra on. She's got a story to tell us.
Hello, I'm Chitra
Hey.
Soundar.
What are you going to read us, Chitra?
I have Tiger Troubles, written by me and illustrated by Hannah Marks. And this was published by Bloomsbury for school, for children to read on their own. And I have Tiger with me. Now, this story is set in an Indian forest. Can you see? The tiger. There's a sloth bear. And there's a porcupine. And do you know what these fruits are? These are guavas. You ready? It was nap time in the jungle. Sloth bear wasn't sleepy. Whenever bear wasn't sleepy, she got bored. And when she got bored, she looked for porcupine. The porcupine was fast asleep, curled up in a ball on the next tree. Wake up, called Bear. The porcupine didn't hear a thing. Bear picked up some guavas from her tree and threw them at Porcupine. Oh, can you hear me better now? Okay. Splat! The guava smashed and splattered all over Porcupine. He woke up startled. When startled, Porcupine always did what his mom told me. Danger, danger, curl from stranger. He curled back into a ball and rolled down the tree. Tumble, tumble, thud. Oops! Porcupine fell on Crocodile's head. Ouch! Crocodile woke up in alarm. When alarmed, Crocodile always followed her mom's advice. Danger, danger, race from stranger. The muddy riverbank was slushy and slippery. Whoosh! Snap! Crocodile splashed as she fell into the river and snapped at Elephant's tail. Ow! Elephant hopped on 3 legs, hurt by the tug on his tail. When hurt, Elephant always did what his mom told him to do. Danger, danger, flee from stranger. So he ran out of the water onto the banks. He ran helter-skelter, staggering all over the forest. Bumpity-bump. He ran into the guava tree. The tree shook left, and then it shook right. Do you know who's on the guava tree? You're right. Sloth Bear was hanging on. He looked down, holding on to a branch with all her might. "Don't do that," she cried from the tree. But it was too late. Dumpity, dumpity, dump! Sloth Bear screeched loudly as he hurtled down the tree. Whee! But she didn't fall on hard ground. Neither did she fall on the big puddle under the tree. She fell on something warm, soft, and scary. What do you think that is? Sloth Bear tumbled on top of Little Tiger. Ooh, Little Tiger, that was bad luck, because everybody knew Little Tiger was fond of eating. She was fond of gobbling, munching, and pushing off her food. "Yum," said Little Tiger. "Sloth Bear salad is my favorite. I'm going to eat you up. I'm going to eat you up." "Wait, wait," cried Bear. "It wasn't my fault. I was sitting on the tree eating guavas. I fell on you because Elephant shook the tree." Elephant trembled in fear from his trunk to his tail. But he didn't want to get Bear into trouble. Bear is his friend, isn't he? So he came out of hiding from behind the trees. Oh, he's coming out. "I shook the tree," moaned the Elephant, "but it was an accident." "Ooh," said Little Tiger, "I love elephant eclairs. I'm going to eat you up." "Wait, wait," cried Elephant. "It wasn't my fault. I bumped into the tree because someone bit my tail." Little Tiger thought about it for a moment. "Sloth Bear fell on me because Elephant shook the tree," said Little Tiger. "Elephant shook the tree because someone bit his tail." "That's right," said Elephant and Bear. "Who bit Elephant's tail?" asked Little Tiger. Crocodile peeped out of the water. She didn't want to get Elephant into trouble. They're friends, aren't they? So she crawled onto the banks and whispered, "I bit Elephant's tail, but it was an accident." Little Tiger smacked her lips. Can you all smack your lips with me? Crispy crocodile crackers are amazing. I'm going to eat you up. "Wait, wait," said Crocodile. "It wasn't my fault. I bit Elephant's tail because someone knocked me on the head." Little Tiger thought about it for a moment. "Sloth Bear fell on me because Elephant shook the tree. Elephant shook the tree because Crocodile bit his tail. Crocodile bit his tail because someone knocked on her head." "That's about right," said Bear, Elephant, and Crocodile. "So who knocked Crocodile on the head?" Porcupine unrolled himself and peeped out from under the leaves. He didn't want to get Crocodile into trouble. "I know Crocodile on the head," he whispered, "but it was an accident." Little Tiger growled, "Oh, Porcupine pizza! Right at my doorstep. I am going to eat you up." "Wait, wait," cried Porcupine. "It wasn't my fault. I fell on Crocodile's head because someone threw sticky guavas at me." Little Tiger thought about it for a moment. "Sloth Bear fell on me because Elephant shook the tree. Elephant shook the tree because Crocodile bit his tail. Crocodile bit his tail because Porcupine fell on her head. And Porcupine fell on her head because someone threw guavas at him." "That sounds just about right," said Bear, Elephant, Crocodile, and Porcupine. "Who panicked Porcupine then?" said Little Tiger. Everyone looked around. Who was it? No one peeped out of the trees. No one scuttled out of the bushes. No one came to explain. Sloth Bear gasped. She realized she had started it all. "About that," said Bear, "I wasn't sleepy and I wanted somebody to play with. So I tried to wake up Porcupine by throwing guavas at his tree. Little Tiger thought about it for a moment. I'm not sleepy either, said Little Tiger. Can we play together? Porcupine rolling, crocodile running, elephant bumping, and my jumping made me very tired, said Sloth Bear with a big yawn. Oh, I'm very sleepy now. That made Porcupine yawn too. Ah, and crocodile too. Ah, and elephant yawned right after. Ah, the yawns soon spread through the forest like a bad smell. Even Little Tiger yawned. Ah. Me too, she mumbled, walking away to her den. It was nap time in the jungle. Not a leaf moved, not a creature stirred. The sleepy animals slept until the jungle turned dark and starlight sparkled through the leaves. And that is the story of Tiger Troubles, illustrated by Hannah Marks. Thank you.
Thank you, Chitra. I love that story. There were so many good cooking ideas in there. weren't
Yeah.
there?
From salad to pizza, you can take your pick.
It was so much fun in the jungle, and it's made me feel very sleepy now when under my blanket as well. But do you know what? I think we have got time for one more story, you know. So should we bring Ed back? Okay, he was wanting to read another one.
Phew, I didn't go to sleep.
Take it away after that brilliant Tiger Troubles. Let's
Right.
hear a lion.
This is a book called How to Be a Lion. The world is full of ideas. There are big ones, small ones, good ones, and bad ones. Some think this, and others think that. Some say there's only one way to be a lion. They say lions are fierce. If they catch you, they will chomp you. Crunch, crunch, chomp. Let me just do this. There we go. They say a lion can't be gentle. Well, they haven't met Leonard. Leonard loves to walk by himself, feeling the sun warm his back and the grass under his paws. Some days, Leonard walks to his thinking hill. Sometimes he thinks important thoughts, and sometimes he daydreams. Somewhere in between, he hums quietly and plays with words, putting them together this way, then that way, making them into poems. Can you see all the animals? There's some rhinoceros, some antelope, some elephants, and I think these are buffalo in the background. Oh, look, and all the way back there, you can see a couple of giraffe munching on an acacia tree. Some say, wait, lions are not gentle. Lions do not write poems. And if a lion met a duck, bad luck for that duck. Crunch, crunch, chomp. But if Leonard met a duck, what do you think would happen? Do you think there would be a pile of feathers? Shall we see? Let's have a look. Hello, said Leonard. I'm Leonard. Hello, said the duck. I'm Marianne. I'm writing a poem, said Leonard, but I'm stuck. Will you help me? You're in luck, said Marianne. I'm a poetic duck. Together they played with Leonard's poem until the words came unstuck. Leonard and Marianne found they liked each other. Under the sun, in the long grass, they lay together. Look, they're reading together. Leonard's reading a poem by Robert Frost called The Road Not Taken. And Marianne is reading a book. It's a poem by Emily Dickinson, and it's called Hope is a Feathered Thing. Maybe your parents can read you those poems later. They played, they went for walks and had long meandering conversations, a mixture of quacks and quiet roars. What do you think they spoke about? At night, they watched for shooting stars and made wishes if they saw them. Do you think the universe has edges? Quacked Marianne. If it doesn't, said Leonard, will we fall out? What do you think, everyone? Does the universe have an edge? Or does it go on forever and ever? That's a big question. I haven't worked it out yet. If you know, could you let me know? Together, they are happy. They wish for nothing more than this. Some say that a lion should have chomped a duck by now. Oh no. One day, a pack of fierce lions came prowling around. What's going on here? They growled. Why hasn't this duck been chomped? This duck is Marianne, said Leonard. Look, he looks very determined. She's my friend and nobody will chomp her. Well done, Leonard. Isn't he brave? Oh no. The fierce lions came closer. We heard you're gentle. We heard you make up poems. But not chomping a duck. You've gone too far. The fierce lions growled and roared. Can you growl and roar at home? Give me your best roar. Rawr. That wasn't a very good one. There's only one way to be a lion. Leonard, you must be fierce. Poor Marianne, she's very scared. Oh, there are no words on this page. Look at Leonard. It's raining on him. Must I be fierce? Said Leonard. Must I change? They're wrong, quacked Marianne, and we will show them why. How will they do that? Let's see. Oh. Leonard and Marianne went to their thinking hill. They thought hard. After a while, Leonard hummed a serious hum. Can you give me a serious hum at home, please? An idea started to form. Marianne quacked a serious quack. The idea grew. Can you give me a serious quack? Quack. They put their words together, like this, like that, building them into a poem that made sense of what they thought. Finally, they were ready. Leonard took a deep breath. Can you take a deep breath? I'll say this quietly. I needn't roar to be heard. I can be a friend to a bee or a bird. You said I must change, I must chomp Marianne. But chomping your friends is a terrible plan. Let nobody say just one way is true. There are so many ways that you can be you. If there must be a must, then this we must try. Why don't you be you, and I will be I? Some say words can't change the world. Leonard says, if they make you think, well, maybe they can. Is there just one way to be a lion? I don't think so. Do you? This book is for those who daydream and those who think for themselves. How to be a lion. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ed. I love the way.
Pleasure.
I love the way all our books went together. So we had. Let's bring Chitra and Ken on, please. Actually,
Please.
I love the way we went from drums to flutes. Ken, you're on mute, by the way.
Yeah.
Drums to flutes. Then the little tiger with all his troubles. Oh, Mr. Big in the middle, also about music. And then we had Leonard the lion. He seemed like he would be friends with little tiger. You know, I feel like we've been to the musical and jungle world, and it's just been amazing. so much. I just want to give people a couple of tips of where to go next for other ideas and activities to do with their 0 to 5-year-olds. So I know that's most people watching with kids that age. Hello, everyone. There's littleminds.campaign.gov.uk, which is a great website. Sorry, I'm going to say that again. Hungry Little Minds, all one word, .campaign.gov.uk, which has brilliant activities for 0 to 5s, really fab. And then also we have our website at Book Trust, booktrust.org.uk/home time, and that is full of everything else that's happening today on Reading Together Day, and also loads of reading. In fact, all of you three have got books and lots of stuff on our home time site. So if you want to hear more from Ed, Ken and Chitra, you can look on our home time site. I want to say a massive thank you to you all. Do you want to say all say goodbye individually, and any little tips you've got for reading together would be great to hear. Should we start with you, Chitra?
Hello. Thank you for having me and Little Tiger. And if you want to read together, the best way is to ask your older brother or sister to read to you, or you can read to your older brother or sister, younger brother or sister as well. Read to your fish.
Thank you, Chitra. Ken?
Well, tip. I think thank you for having me. That was fantastic. Nice to hear Ed and Chitra as well. I think parents, if you're going to read a book, don't just read it. Play it, act it, feel it, because you'll get so much out of it.
And Ed?
Thank you very much for having me. Lovely to be here with Ken and Chitra and you, Emily. So thanks to Book Trust. Ken, that's amazing advice. I heartily agree with that. Make it fun, be theatrical. There's nothing lovelier than reading together. It brings you so close, and to be able to have fun with it. Remember that reading is fun and you should all enjoy it. It's not a chore. So yeah, thanks for listening to us today. And
thank you, everyone, and happy Reading Together Day. Thank you so much.